Hello, my name is Raquel. I am a third year computer science student at UCL and I'm currently doing a year abroad at ETH Zurich. So today I wanted to talk to you about my first 2 months here in Zurich and studying at ETH. So obviously one of the first things that I had to do was move in and unpack, which was quite a stressful thing. It took me ages, but it is essential that you take some time to organize your space the way that you want it to. After you have your stuff settled, it is really important that you get used to the space that you're going to spend your year in. So right after, I just took the train, went to the center of Zurich, and I just explored the city a little bit. So Zurich is a very beautiful city, very clean, very efficient, very within the Swiss standards, and I really loved just exploring a little bit of the views and the environment that I was going to live in for the next few months. Obviously, the second place that I wanted to visit was the university, since it's going to be the place that I'm going to spend the majority of my time. So I went to the university to collect my student documents, and at the same time I just had a little bit of a look around before I started actual classes. So to get to the university I took this transportation method called the Polybahn, which is very famous here at the university and at the University of Zurich as well, because it takes you from the center of the city up into the hill where we are right now. Right next to it you can get into the main building, which is one of the most beautiful buildings that I've ever seen. I also have a little bit of a look around for my main building, the computer science building, and also the place that I'm in right now, the Politerrasse, which is a gorgeous place with an amazing view to the city as well, and it's just one of the most relaxing places and meeting spots that you can usually have with your friends. So continuing with the admin tasks that I had to do, I then went and got my transportation pass, which is very useful since I need to take the tram from my accommodation to the university every day. I also got a half-fare pass, which basically means that outside the center of the city I only pay half the fare that I usually pay, so it's very useful if I want to take trips every week or every 2 weeks. I also had to get a phone number for data because Switzerland is not in the European Union and neither is the UK, so the roaming options are quite limited, and therefore the cheapest option that I had, even though it's still very expensive, is to get a phone number and use the data for it. Next on the list was getting my residence permit. Here in Switzerland you need to get registered as a resident, but you have only, I think, since you land into Switzerland, 2 weeks to go and register yourself at the Kreisbüro. And I did some other stuff like dropping my student housing contract at the university, and also open my bank account, deposit the scholarship that the university gave me, and I think a few months later I also applied for health insurance exemption. There are some other little details of admin I needed to do, but in general, even though I was quite stressed with dealing with all these different things that I had to do, the university was quite helpful in reminding me of, you need to do this, don't forget to do that. So it didn't feel that overwhelming, like I needed to do everything alone. But of course it's not only just stress, there's a lot of fun things that I have been doing as well, such as visiting museums. I went to Kunsthaus, and it's just gorgeous seeing some very famous paintings from, for example, Van Gogh, Monet, Picasso, etc. I also went to Lindshausen's chocolate, which was amazing, and I got to try amazing Swiss Lindt chocolate. On top of that, I also got to explore a little bit of other Swiss areas, mainly through hiking. Swiss people have a very active lifestyle, and one way that they keep it is by going hiking very frequently. That was quite a difference for me because I didn't really have that in the UK or back in my home country in Portugal. But it's been amazing because it's such a fun form of exercise where usually you just get together with your friends and go somewhere in Switzerland and hike. Another thing that I really that is quite amazing to do here, and I'm quite grateful that I have the opportunity to do so, is going swimming. Zurich has a very big lake right in the center of the city, and some rivers that connect to it, and it is a very common activity to just go swimming since the water is just incredibly clean. So sometimes me and my friends just finish school and get together and go swimming together. So it is really, really nice to have that option as well. Of course, I have fun in other ways, for example, going out. On Thursdays we have free entrance in clubs before midnight, so it is also really fun just to go out and get to party with the friends that I meet here. And of course, studying is very important, and right now I don't really have an idea of how well I am doing because I haven't received any grades for my assignments, and some of my courses are just exam based, so it can feel quite scary not knowing if you're doing well or not. But I am trying my best, and that's all I can do at the end of the day, and I feel like I'm still balancing very well all of my studies with all of the other stuff and having fun and enjoying my year abroad, which is a key aspect in my opinion. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed seeing and hearing a little bit about my first 2 months in Zurich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!